Yo, what's up guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. Two Gods Summoned to a Fantasy World by BenGrem1234. Chapter 34. The White Void. Rimuru, Chloe, Lilith, Kanade, Yoshino and Sophia entered the portal that will lead them to the Middle Realm. The entrance of the portal was filled with so many void cracks which was easily avoided thanks to Rimuru. After exiting the portal, Rimuru and the rest came into a pure white space that stretched out endlessly. The white space was like a void with no department or direction. It has no ups and down or left and right. It was simply a white space filled with nothing. Chloe looked around the space. Where is this place? I can tell that this is not the Middle Realm. I have the same feeling as well. Lilith looked around the wide space. This place seems to be a higher realm, but I can't feel the existence of any laws or concept here. Rimuru nodded at them. You both are correct. This place is known as the Timeless Void. It is a border that exists in between the Middle Realm and the Lower Realm. Timeless Void. Come to think of it, I don't feel the existence of time here, Yoshino said while looking around. Rimuru smiled at her. Look at our little Yoshino and her big brain. Yoshino blushed. No, not like I am the smartest in the world. I am just better than some. Kanade's sweat dropped. I guess her tsundere tendency is still active. But that's what makes her adorable, Rimuru said while lightly pinching Yoshino's chin, which caused her to blush some more. Chloe turned to Rimuru. Is there a reason you brought us here, Rimuru? I thought we were going to the Middle Realm. You are right. We are going to the Middle Realm, but I brought us here for the sake of Kanade, Sophia and Yoshino, Rimuru explained. What do you mean, Papa? Sophia asked after hearing her name being mentioned by Rimuru. Sophia is too young to realize this, but all of you should have felt it. Don't you all feel different after leaving the lower realm? Rimuru asked them. Now that you mention it, I feel like I have been freed from a shackle that has been binding me for a long time now, Lilith said while looking at herself. Indeed. I don't know why, but I feel that some kind of shackle has been broken, making me to perceive the lower realm more insignificant than usual, Chloe explained. All of that feeling is correct. Right now, all of you have been freed from the laws and principles of the lower realm. The lower realm is filled with infinite universes, as you know, and all these universes exist on a spherical void which is the multiverse you all know of, Rimuru explained. That we know, Papa. You have explained it for us before, Yoshino told him. True. But do you know that there are countless set of multiverses in the lower realm? Rimuru asked them. That I did not know, Yoshino admitted with a blush. What do you mean countless multiverses? How can there be more than one multiverse? Lilith asked with clear confusion. Is not that hard to understand? I told you that the infinite universes inside the sphere is what is known as the multiverse, but what makes you think that only one sphere exists in the lower realm? Rimuru looked at all of them. Chloe and Lilith obviously never thought of that. Yoshino has made some speculations but didn't have any way to prove it. Kanade and Sophia were lost on what is going on. Well, to explain it more for you all to understand. The lower realm is filled with an uncountable number of spheres, and inside each spheres are infinite universes. These spheres are all in an ascending order, with the one above transcending the one below. And all this infinite spheres exist in an ever-expanding space. That space is called a hyperverse, Rimuru explained to them. This was the truth of the lower realm, and it was being revealed to them by Rimuru. Papa, after hearing all that you said, I can't understand where the universe you and Mom were in fit into all of this and what this space we are in represent, Yoshino asked him. The cardinal world is the highest and most powerful universes inside a single sphere, and that sphere is only a part of the infinite transcending hierarchy of spheres in the lower realm. As for what this space represent, think of the hyperverse of the lower realm as one big fragment. What we just did was break out of that big fragment and enter outside of it, which allows you guys to free yourselves from all the laws, concepts, principles and everything else that embodies the lower realm. Rimuru explained to all of them. Even though Chloe and Lilith are both high gods, both of you are still bound by these limitations, since you both were residing in the lower realm and had to abide by the standard of the lower realm. If both of you were not restricted by those laws, then you both would have collapsed the entire lower realm with your presence alone. Everyone digested what Rimuru told them. In short, they have all freed themselves from the restrictions of the hyperverse, which is the lower realm. Meaning that all of them are in a higher order now compared to the beings in the lower realm. And this white space is not the middle realm. How vast is the middle realm and the higher realm then compared to the lower realm? Lilith asked. The middle realm is beyond anything the lower realm can offer. Everything you know in the lower realm is not so in the middle realm. Unlike the lower realm, which has infinite universes that has a transcending hierarchy to them, the middle realm is just one big universal space that is infinite in size. The lower realm is but a single fragment in it, and the environment looks very much like that of Earth with trees and people, but the size of the space is infinite. Though, common sense of the lower realm does not exist there, Rimuru explained. The higher realm is a whole other dimension compared to the middle realm and the lower realm. And why have you brought us here in this space, Master? Kanade asked. The answer for that is very simple. Now that you Kanade, Sophia and Yoshino has broken free from the limitations of the lower realm, your powers are in a whole other dimensions compared to before. It is not an exaggeration to say that you three can destroy the lower realm just by coming near it. That means that you three are infinitely beyond anything in the lower realm now, Rimuru told them. Kanade looked at her hands in astonishment. I have gotten that strong, but I don't feel that much change in my powers other than the feeling of being free. Is best if I show you. Try casting the smallest fire spell you have in this space, Kanade, Rimuru instructed her. Kanade nodded and brought up her staff before she casted a simple fireball, or at least that is what she imagined she casted. Instead, a massive multiversal-size explosion of fire erupted from her staff and spread through the white space at a speed beyond imagination. It was like time didn't exist for the explosion, and it burned from both the past and future to the present. Kanade and everyone else had a gobsmacked expression from seeing the scale of the ordinary fireball Kanade produced. Rimuru watched their expression in amusement. Wasn't expecting that, were you? So tell me, Kanade, how do you feel after using that spell? Kanade looked at her hand. I feel okay. It doesn't feel like that spell took away anything from me. I feel as strong as ever. And that's because you are free. When I said you have broken free from the shackles of the lower realm, I meant it literally. You three have transcended everything from the lower realm, including its concept. The concept of limit does not apply to you anymore. You all have become a singularity that have managed to break free from the hyperverse and have come here in the white space, which is an other of magnitude compared to the lower realm, Rimuru explained to them. Kanade, Sophia and Yoshino both had excited looks after hearing what Rimuru said. They can't imagine how much bigger their existence is now. Rimuru. You singled out the children in your explanation. What about Lilith and me? How much do we compare now? Chloe asked him. You two are deities. That means that your existence is beyond even that of beings in the middle realm. You two won't need this explanation because already you two are beyond all manner of dimensions. A deity is an abstraction that embodies a particular concept. Chloe, you embody the concept of time, and Lilith, you embody the concept of darkness. Even though you two embodies these two concepts, that doesn't mean that you two are limited only to it, which is what you'll be learning here, Rimuru told them. Learning here? Does that mean we will be training here? Lilith asked. That's right. This training is mostly focused on the children because even though their power is great now that they have broken free from the lower realm, it is still insignificant to those in the middle realm. I plan for them to use this opportunity to grow stronger and to help Sophia unlock her latent talent. Chloe, you and Lilith can use this opportunity to learn about what I said about not being limited to your abstraction. Saying that, Rimuru disappeared and appeared a distance away from the rest. He looked at Yoshino. Yoshino, you will be sparing with me. I want to teach you on how to fight deities. The rest of you should use this opportunity to observe what I mean about being free from the shackles of the lower realm. All of them nodded and Yoshino disappeared and appeared where Rimuru was. It appeared as if she teleported, but in reality she only ran there. It's just that her speed was too fast that it looked like teleportation. Rimuru smiled at Yoshino. Are you ready, sweetheart? Release your full power so we can begin. Okay, Papa. Saying that, Yoshino released her mana and immediately activated her ultimate battle form. Dazzling stars appeared around her and all the beautiful stars began to be absorbed by Yoshino. Her presence continued to grow and grow that the white space, which has no department to it or direction, began to shake and vibrate. Kanade along with Chloe and Lilith could not believe how vast Yoshino's power is. Her presence feels the same as Chloe and Lilith back when they were still in the lower realm. Yoshino looked at her hands in shock at the overwhelming power her heart was generating. Wow. Don't be so shocked. This is not even close to being your limit. I plan for you to reach more than this level even without your ultimate battle form, Rimuru told her. Yoshino, still looking at her hands, smiled. It feels like I hold the entire reality in my hands and I can control it however way I want. And that is the realm of the deities. Right now, your power is comparable to the full power of a lower deity, which is basically the same as Chloe and Lilith when their powers were still being suppressed by the laws and principle of the lower realm. Now then, Yoshino, are you ready? Rimuru asked her. Yoshino nodded and took out both of her daggers and got into a battle stance. Immediately after, Chloe, Lilith, Kanade and Sophia were shocked because Yoshino, who has her ultimate battle form activated, fell on her hands and knees and began to breathe in heavily. They were all confused because Rimuru hadn't done a single thing to her, yet she was covered in sweat while being on her hands and knees. Yoshino, who was on her hands and knees, had a shocked look on her face. What is going on? Why is my body so weak when Papa has not even done anything to me? Rimuru looked at the panting Yoshino on her hand and knees and began, Yoshino. Let us first of all get your perception straight. The strong people you know are me, Chloe, Lilith, Kanade, and Miyuki. You believe that I and Miyuki are extremely stronger than Chloe and Lilith, but you still think that it is not to the point that my level can't be reached, right? Well, let me enlighten you on something. If you take all the powers of every deity in existence and add it all into a single individual, that individual is still as insignificant as a grain of sand before me. That is why, even when I have not done anything, your body and instinct has unconditionally accepted defeat, knowing that it is impossible to defeat me. Yoshino could not believe what she was hearing. The deities were all ridiculously strong and the supreme deities are in another level compared to them. But Papa is saying that all those deities combined means absolutely nothing before him. Can his level actually be reached by anyone? I know what you're thinking, and the answer is yes. You, Yoshino, along with Chloe and Sophia, have the potential of reaching my existence, but it will take years for that to happen if you keep up with your training daily. For your first lesson, you are going to do your best to actually stand before me without actually losing the will to fight. Rimuru told Yoshino the goal of their first training together. And so, the training between Rimuru and Yoshino